Forex Nelson is back with another trade. This time I did the pound CAD following the news. Actually there was no news. Let's see the meter. Pound. CAD is at the top. I saw a lot of strength right here. And it's around 8:20 in the morning, January the 16th. Pound is in the red near the bottom, and CAD is right at the top. So that's the one why I took this one. Go back to my pip trigger. I have 3 of them here. This one here is when it's trending. This one is the one with the bands. This is the one with the bands. When it's range bound, that's just when you're buying low and selling high. Number 2 is just no bands, upper or lower bands. And number 1 is when the market is trending. So as you can see from left to right, it's going down. I had the trigger, my trigger was right here on this candle. There's another one back here, but I didn't catch this one. If I would have saw that, I would have caught in here and then went down. There's another trigger here, and there was another trigger here. If you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Green line is below the water line. 5, 6. The bar. If we look back, there's an arrow here. This one is just a floating arrow. It will just continue to move down as price moves down. So the overall trend and the meter is saying short. So I did 6 lots. I just put in the trade along with my auto stop that's managing it. 2020 stop and target. This is my 20 pip stop, and that's my target. Now I can adjust this stop and adjust this target as time goes on. It's fluctuating now. If you want the price to be going down, and if you're selling it, it has to keep making lower lows, like keep breaking. I'm looking for it to break this low. And in 8 more minutes to New York, it'll be 8:30. New York, if there is any news, it'll kick in. Let's take a look to see for the news. 8:30, medium impact, US. For the Swiss, high impact news will be 12 o'clock. This may or may not move. It just depends on what this Chairman Jordan is going to talk about. Getting back to the charts. Still waiting for some kind of movement. Like I said, this pip trigger is a favorite of mine. Very easy to work. This is the overall trend. If blue is below the red, overall trend is down. It's getting a little bit wider and wider. Means more momentum for going down. And again, the same thing here. Blue below the red. This is the shorter term time frame. So you want to be going with the longer term and the shorter term when they both line up. Blue is below the red on both of them. All we're waiting for is a pull back up as such over here. This candle. This is a trigger. This one's a little bit better. And then this is your pull back up. Does not break the top. It'll hook around. And then you can take the trade. And then of course this is another trigger. Again, we need at least 5 out of 10 triggers. There's 6 down at the bottom. An arrow. we're below the trigger line, and I give one trigger for these two moving averages and another trigger for these two moving averages being in order. In other words, blue below the red. So there's 1, 2, arrow 3, and we're below the trigger line, 4. And the meter is telling us definitely to sell. So now it's just sitting around waiting. Keep an eye on it. The ADR is these two blue dotted lines. ADR is 139. Today is only 76 so far. So we still have room to go before it hits the ADR, which is important. Once it hits the ADR, it could die out for the day. So we still have another 66 pips just to hit the ADR. Anyhow, I will report back shortly. This could take half an hour or even more. So we'll just monitor it, and I'll be back with when I have more to report on this trade. Rex Nelson is back. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes. I got in right on this candle, and it's still trying to break the bottom here. Let's see what the meter's doing. Pound CAD. Pound is right here. Neutral. It's the CAD that's pushing it down. So we can go back and see what's happening here. Anyhow, I'm still expecting it to break the bottom. So we shall see. I'll report back again shortly. Rex Nelson is back. I decided to close my trade, as after almost 3 hours here, I got tired of waiting for it to break the bottom here. I did 6 lots, pound CAD, ended up with $222, and my patience grew thin, so I decided to close the trade. It was almost 3 hours. London close here, and it can still break through, but the London close and the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, is still strong, and the pound is getting weaker now. So there's a good possibility that this will go back up. So if I'm believing that this is going to go back up, I can use pip trigger number 3 here. 2 or 3. It's not breaking the bottom. We're down in a buy zone. So if I really wanted to, I could trade the reversal back up. But I'm done for the day. It's the way life goes. Some days are good and other days are so-so. And this pound CAD looks like it's just going sideways. Anyhow, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in the pip trigger or have any other questions, you can either call, Skype, or email me right below this video, my contact information. Okay, traders, good luck trading, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.